All right, I got this question. Hi, Shonda. How did you find and connect with a mentor? I've never had a mentor, which may be an area hindering my professional development. Before I answer that, I want to make sure we're aligned on what my definition is of a mentor. I think a lot of people assume that a mentor has to be somebody that you meet with one-on-one on a regular basis, and it has to be somebody who is already established in the field that you want to go into. So the way that I'm going to answer it, it's breaking that into two parts. So first, having somebody that's well established in the field that you're already in. I don't believe that they have to be established in order to be your mentor. In fact, the person that I consider to be my first mentor wasn't an engineer when I started to work with him. He was actually trying to find his way into engineering as well. He was just a couple steps ahead of me. So he already knew React, and he was already building side projects to try and get jobs or apply for jobs while I was just getting started with HTML. And I met him naturally just through conversations and networking, not networking in the sense of like going to conferences and even talking to people. It was just natural conversations that I would have with people at work. And it was word of mouth, me talking about the stuff that I was doing, trying to learn how to code, and asking questions like, hey, I see that you have an IDE open. Are you an engineer? Can you tell me more about what you do? And then people wanted to introduce me to other people. So two lessons there are, one, you don't have to have a mentor that is like super established in your field. And then two, just by having conversations and by talking about what you're doing, whether it's in person, if you have the opportunity, or just saying stuff online. Because I found a lot of great relationships that way, just by posting what I was learning on Twitter. I found a lot of connections that way. You'll naturally start to build a community of people around you and find some natural mentors. Second part is that people assume that mentors have to be somebody that you're meeting with one-on-one on a recurring basis. I'm not a believer in that really either. So a lot of the people that I consider to be my mentors don't actually know that they're my mentors. They might, but I consider myself in most cases what I call a phantom mentee, meaning that I will follow on social media or kind of spy on people at work, not in a weird way, but I'm looking to see what other people are doing who are doing things that I want to be able to do. For example, if I see somebody with great leadership skills, I want to be a great leader, a great people leader. So I'm going to follow them, and I'll take bits and pieces of what they do and apply that to my life. If somebody is great with React, or they're a great teacher, or they're a great architect, I want to learn bits and pieces of that. So I'm taking bits and pieces of what they post and what they say and applying that to my life. I'm also reading books. So I consider myself to be a mentee of many people. And there's nobody, I still feel like I have a lot more to learn. And I have a ton of mentors, but there's nobody that I'm meeting with on a one-on-one basis. I'm just learning from them in a stealth way.